Here we go.
The Shallows is directed by Jean Collet-Serra. I apologize if I butchered your name. I really have a good feeling that I did. But it is about a young surfer named Nancy who, after surviving a shark attack, must devise a way to get to land safely. The only problem is that the same shark that attacked her earlier is stalking the small rock that she is now imprisoned on. Now, I really like this director. He's directed this unofficial Liam Neeson trilogy with movies like Non-Stop, Run All Night, and Unknown. And he also directed Orphan, which is a pretty good thriller. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's pretty decent. But although I really like this director, that's not really what got me excited for it. What got me excited for this film is we have not had a good shark movie in forever. And the closest thing that we have from a good shark movie since Jaws is Deep Blue Sea. And although I love seeing that scene with Samuel L. Jackson, it's not really tough to beat. And I am pleased to say that The Shallows is the second best shark film I've ever seen in my entire life. Granted, it's not that hard, but it still sounds really nice. What works best about this film is it's simple. It knows what it is, and I don't think it tries to be anything more than a contained thriller. Yeah, there is a side story involving our main character's mother, which a lot of critics are complaining about, and they say that it detracts from the film, which I disagree. I think it gives our character some depth and it gives our character some motivation to want to get off of this rock. Nancy is portrayed by Blake Lively, and aside from being very, yeah. But she does give a very respectable performance. I think she does a really good job considering that she is pretty much the only person in this movie besides a few of the locals and then Bird. But I thought she did a really good job considering what she had to deal with, which is mostly just these grunts and screaming. And if she would have gave a bad performance, that really could have tanked this movie because she is pretty much, like I said, the only other person in this movie besides, of course, the shark. Now, I loved the shark in this movie. I think that he or she looked really, really amazing. I think the CGI really looked great. There are plenty of scenes in this movie where I was just white-knuckled, just like, oh my god, because this shark is like coming at her and she like has to get in the water to go get something and you know that that shark is coming. It's very suspenseful, which is a great testament to how good this shark looks, because if it looks fake and you tell it's fake, it's really going to pull you out of it, but it didn't. It looked really good and I really felt like that was an actual shark. And honestly, the really only negative thing I have about this movie is sadly its directing. Stylistically, this is a very pretty looking film. It has a very nice color palette and these bright, wide shots, but unfortunately, there is a distracting amount of slow-mo. Like, if you were to take a shot every time that they use slow-mo in this movie, you would die of alcohol poisoning before the third act. For the most part, I really enjoyed watching this film. I could totally see it being one of those movies that you have like a friend over and they're like, hey, let's watch a movie. And you're like, have you seen The Shallows? And they're like, no, I remember that being in theaters. I just didn't catch it. And then you're like, dude, it's pretty awesome. It's not the greatest movie ever, but it's a nice time to watch on a Saturday night. But then you could pop it in, relax, watch it, eat some popcorn, and just chill watching this really contained, suspenseful, fun thriller. And not to mention Blake Lively is in it, and she is terrific. Thank you guys for watching today. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, click on the link down below and subscribe to our channel to see more movie reviews and movie-related things. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.